Today is the 5th of October. We are on a countdown. I travel on the 14th. That leaves me 9 days. 9 days before I get on this flight. Does your girl have a Ugandan passport to travel on? No. But my God is good, okay? And Auntie said it will arrive in 3 weeks. So I'm having all the faith in the world that I will have my passport by next week before I go. My bags are heavy. Um, I'm gonna be packing. I'm packing, but my bags are heavy. My bags are above the weight they're meant to be. But at this moment in time, I'm just excited. Like everyone keeps asking me, how you feeling? How you feeling? And I think the best way to describe it is I'm excited. I am ready. I am mentally in the headspace of, you know what, um this is the right decision. This is the right move. This is the right place for me to be in this season of my life. Now, it's not making sense to a lot of people. I know some people are stressed on my behalf. I know some people are concerned. I know the news is spreading around. Vanessa left her job. Aunties and uncles are panicking. But I just want to give you comfort in the fact that I'm not doing this by myself. I'm doing this with God. Like with every other decision that I've made in my life, being at the job I was in, how I worked in that job, the opportunities that I've taken in the past 2 years to propel myself to just put myself in a better position has all been with God. And so at this point in time, I can't say that I'm doing this in my own strength because it isn't my own strength. It's literally me trusting that God has got me. So 9 days to go with my heavy bags, without my passport, and with all the packing in the world still left to do, with my UK funds that I saved to spend here before I leave consumed and done and finished. I'm trusting, okay? And today I'm going out to say bye to a couple of family members. So some of them it will be the first time that they've heard this news. And honestly, it's not because I didn't want to tell you. It's not because I felt like I should keep it a secret. It's not because, well, low key, high key, it is because of all those things. And it wasn't because of you as people, but it was more because I didn't want other people's opinions. And I've said this in multiple videos. I didn't want other people's opinions to determine how I moved forward with this decision. Because one person's negative, should you do that? Oh my gosh, is this the right thing to do? Oh, should you go? Could have convinced me to stay. But 9 days before, with my ticket booked and my flight about to fly, you better pack your bags and go, sis. Like, where else are you not staying? And I'm just looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to whatever it brings. I'm looking forward to the opportunity to make new friends. I'm looking forward to the space that I'm gonna be in. I'm looking forward to being with my cousins. I'm looking forward to connecting with family, creating a network. I'm looking forward to everything that this journey has to offer. And yes, coming back in January is set in stone with regards to return flight. But again, I'm moving by faith and not by sight. So if that does change along the way, that's okay too. And we will navigate it. So let's go pack. I need to reduce these kilos. Oh my God. How are we reducing the kilos? I do not know. Pray for me. Pray for me. Today is the 6th of October. 6th of October, which means we are 10 days out. My math. It's definitely not 10 days. 8 days. 8 days until we go. Okay, cool. 8 days to go. And weighed my suitcases earlier this week and they were heavy. So what we're going to do is we're going to pack. Now, there's a few things I don't like in this life, and packing is one of them. Now, packing with restrictions of weight is another thing. I like to pack light, but I seem to have acquired a lot of stuff, and I'm going to have to put it all into the 2 suitcases that I have and make it work with the kilos that I have, and the hand luggage that I have, and the backpack that I have. So, join me on that journey. have to sacrifice some stuff. Do I need all of this stuff? I don't think I do. I don't think I do. I don't think I do. Ish! Lord have mercy. Lord have mercy. Instead of actually packing, I took a prolonged break. I laid down. I watched Ugly Betty. I'm back on that now. Yep, starting from season 1. We gonna keep trying until it's all packed. We're gonna keep trying. Ugh. But as for now, let's have a lay down because we tired. Oh my gosh, we tired. So this is my current situation. I've decided to open my suitcases up so I can see what's in everything. However, that's just stressed me out because I know that everything in here has to fit in the weight allowance of these 3 bags. And I don't think it does. I think there's way more than I have kilos for. But anyway, stay tuned.
Help you?
Yeah, I'm just here to see one of your.
Are you checking in?
No, God, no. Just guest, visitor. I'm a relative of. Could you excuse me? Hey, did you find the watch?
I'm narrowing it down. Hey, listen, what do you think about sending something like flowers before I knock on these women's doors? Wait, I'm getting beat. It could be Tuesday.
This week has been a week of goodbyes. I've actually been saying bye to my loved ones, to my friends, sending messages, having sit downs with people, and all I can say is it's getting really real. Like you're really leaving the country. But I just want to take this time, firstly, to thank everybody who's reached out, who knows, who doesn't know, to say thank you. Like, it's times like these that you feel the love of your people. And so today, well, earlier this week, I went and saw some of my family and I shared with them that I'm going to Uganda, and they were supportive. They had questions, they had concerns, and we addressed those questions and concerns, and they were supportive. And that meant so much to me because I feel like for me, not that I'm here for my family's approval, but at the same time, because they're my biggest supporters, when they don't see my vision, when they don't understand my vision, it really hits me differently. So I'm like, I really value their support, but I also understand that sometimes they have to understand why I'm doing certain things before they can get on board. And they got on board. And I absolutely love that. Okay, cool. So today I saw friends as well, and I'll insert clips here of us singing. Oh, I didn't ask their permission. I'll blur them out. But I saw friends today and it was just the most lovely thing. My whole heart is so full. It's so full because I'm just like, nah, these guys stepped out of their house to come and say bye. These guys stepped out of their house to come sing with me, laugh with me, eat with me. Like, my whole heart is so full. And yeah, tomorrow is a new day. And this week has just been an emotional week overall. But I know that we are now on Saturday, so there's 6 days until I travel. Another thing is I actually don't have a passport right now. I actually don't have my Ugandan passport, but my God will not fail me, okay? He can't come and embarrass himself because I've been saying, my God's going ahead of me and he's not a man that he should lie. So everything that is standing in my way, he's going to bring it down. Hallelujah. Praise him. So really excited to get my passport this week. and to rise up and testify, because child. But no, I'm excited to testify because it's going to be amazing. And week of goodbyes has made it so real. Okay, it's all very real now. Let's go out there, let's do what we have to do, and then yeah, it'll be fine. 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 Today is the 9th of October. Happy Independence Day to all the Ugandans out there. Look at me representing red, yellow. There's no black. My hair is black. How about that? That will have to do for you. And today is Monday. So Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. 5 days until I fly out. And the reality is that it's all getting really real. I've said goodbye to my family, said goodbye to my friends. Now I'm just literally mellowing in the reality of what I'm doing. This is really real. This is happening. This is really happening. And I don't know, my body is a bit against me. I think I'm internalizing what I'm about to do, and so it's stressing me a little bit. And so my body's just like, yo, what we doing? And my stomach hurts, and I'm just like, I'm just trying to be a baby girl, you know? I'm just trying to, you know, jump around like just trying to have a good time, and your body's just against me. I'm jumping, my belly hurts, but we're gonna keep jumping because the devil tried me, but it ain't gonna work. It's not gonna work today. I'm gonna have a good day. Today's gonna be a good day. Today I'm going out to pick up a few bits. I need a roll-on stick. I need this particular spray that I've been eyeing up, and I need, there's a third thing. Now I've forgotten it. There's a third thing. I will remember it, and I'm gonna write them all down. But anyway, final days. It's gonna be fine. It's gonna be great, actually. In fact, it's gonna be marvelicious. It's gonna be exceptional. But the reality is I'm actually doing this. Also, how could I forget? Today's Independence Day, which means Uganda House is closed, which means I can't even call to ask about my passport, which means I still don't have a passport. But my God, Jehovah Jireh, my provider, he can't fail me. He won't fail me. He's not gonna fail me because he knows I don't have the money to extend a ticket that I booked way in advance. That's ridiculous, number one. And number two, I don't want to pay for a visa. I don't want to pay for a visa and then have to send the passport back to Uganda and then have to go through the faff of getting my passport there. That's long. Ain't nobody trying to do that. So God, please come through for me. Please come through for me. In these days of me filming my lead up to leaving, I must come back and show you the passport in my hands. Okay, let's do this. Let me go shopping. Let me go buy some stuff. Let me even eat. How about that? Let's start with that one. But today's gonna be a good day. I can feel it. Today's gonna be a good day. It's already halfway through the day because I swear it's like nearly 11, nearly 12. It's already 11. But that's all right. Today's gonna be a good day. It's gonna be a good day. Today is the 11th of October. 11th of October, I'm flying out on the 14th, and I got my passport. Wrong way up. My passport. It was my most favorite experience of Uganda House as a whole. It was delightful. I have auntie friends at Uganda House now who I absolutely adore. Like, I got my passport. Let me tell you, my body was against me. My body was like, girl, are you serious? And I was like, I am serious. And my body was like, are you serious? And I was like, I am. Because my stomach lining burned up because of the stress of not having my passport. But glory be to God. I told you my God would come through. Talk about stretching my faith. Talk about testing the waters. Talk about faith as small as a mustard seed. Talk about playing it fine. But okay, we're ready to go. We're actually ready to go. Let's do this. Nothing left to do now. I'm packed. I'm passported. What's left? Making sure the bags are the right weight. But that's Saturday's issue. That's actually Saturday's issue. I'm a worry about today, and today we got our passport And so I'm good. This is really happening. It's the 12th of October and it's literally time before bed. As you can see, I have my retainer in. Don't judge me. And basically, we're literally all set. But yesterday and today have been really interesting days for me. Yesterday evening, my church family called me out and they said, Vanessa, we can't let you go without saying goodbye to you. We have to see you, we have to pray for you. And my whole heart, they made me cry. Like, why are you gonna make me cry for? Yuck. But they made me cry because I just felt love, you know. This whole week has been very much about love and feeling supported and feeling encouraged. They called me out and they said, you know what, we still want to celebrate you, want to celebrate this achievement, we want to bless you, we want you to go ahead with the blessings of God. And they just prayed over me, and my whole heart, I was like, oh my gosh, why are you gonna do this to me? But it was absolutely beautiful, and I appreciate and love them so, so much. And then today, during the day, I went to Uganda 61st Independence Day event, and it was absolutely beautiful. But I think the thing that I appreciated the most was the networking, and that's the thing that I dreaded the most. I was like, I'm here for a purpose, and my purpose is to support my Miss Uganda UK girlies, and that's what I'm here for. But the experience was very much different, and people were asking me like, what are you doing right now? And so I shared with them that I'm going to Uganda and what I'm about to do, what I'm embarking on. And it was just beautiful to see people appreciating what I'm about to do, number one, but also them thinking of ways that we could work together. And so the partnerships that I want to work on in Uganda have started before I've even left the country, which is absolutely amazing. Like, that's such an exciting step that it's just like I didn't see that coming when I stepped out of my house today. But God is working even in ways that we don't see. So really excited. It's been a beautiful 2 days, and tomorrow is Friday. So let's see what Friday brings. Friday is literally just, I'm planning on just tying up loose ends and then being ready for Saturday. Gotta tidy my room. It looks quite cute though, doesn't it? Oh, look at that little. Oh. Good night. It's check-in time. But one thing that I'm not understanding is why, firstly, these seats cost money for extra leg room for you to then come and sit in the exit. So if there's an emergency, they should call on me. Ah, it cannot be me. What do you mean? And then all these other seats here. Why am I gonna? It's only a 1 hour flight. I'll sit on the window because, but that's at the back of the plane, and I want to get off quick. My dilemmas. Do I really care for? The question is, do I care for a window seat? I feel like after sitting in an aisle for 10 hours, I should gift myself the gift of a window seat. Running on 1 hour of sleep. Did I even sleep? I'm so tired.
Falling in love with who I am. I don't have time for anything that's gonna harm me.